when I'm asked about the difference between contemplation and mysticism, uh, these are two quite different things. Maybe we should start with contemplation. Contemplation comes from the Latin word contemplare, contemplatio, and that means basically looking at the templum in the sky, the measured area in the sky, where everything seems to be in order, and projecting it, putting it together, with what's happening on earth, projecting the order, the heavenly order, onto the chaos that we have created down here. And in the Christian tradition, that is very succinctly expressed in the words of Our Father, on earth as it is in heaven. That is contemplation in one sentence, trying to make things on earth as they are in heaven. And that is everybody's task, but that presupposes that we first stop and look, what is the vision, what is our goal, what is the great value, the greatest value for which we are striving. Look at this value, that is the vision, and then work on projecting it into daily living. And therefore, the distinction between contemplation and action is an absolute mistake. It presupposes a completely mistaken attitude and understanding of what contemplation is. Contemplation without action would simply be stargazing or navel gazing. Contemplation means putting together vision and action. And if we do that, then we can distinguish it very clearly from mysticism, which is the experience, very important. It's not something that think about it. Mysticism is an experience of oneness with all, or of limitless belonging, or better still, of radical belonging. We all belong together, not only all humans, everything will belong together with the animals, with the plants, with the inanimate nature. All there is belongs together radically. This means our roots are a network that cannot be pulled apart, radically belong together. And love is by definition the yes to this belonging, the yes to the radical belonging, a yes that is expressed in action. So mysticism is an experience which is really the experience of ultimate love. That is what mysticism is. So we can distinguish the two, but we can also see how they belong together, because ultimately the highest vision that we can translate into action, which is contemplation, the highest vision that belongs to contemplation is the mystical vision, is the vision of all oneness and of a radical oneness that we translate then in daily life through love in all its different forms. Love being the action that radically springs from belonging to all.